Hello everyone, this is Donna, and this is chapter 8 of Endgame. It's called Gloves On, Prince William, Heir to the Throne. And let me read you this quote. If you're not careful, duty can sort of weigh you down an awful lot at a very early age. And I think you've got to develop into the duty role. This is Prince William, 2016 BBC News interview. In this chapter, it's focusing on Prince William. It's very, very timely, this chapter. We've learned that that King Charles is ill with cancer. He's in treatment. And Prince William has shown lately that this has weighed heavy on him. He was seen at an investiture. Apparently, he appeared drunk. People were saying that he was drunk. He was weaving back and forth. He was dropping the implements that he was given to the people there who was coming to be invested. And he was seen at a gala, and he was walking in. He doesn't appear to be very, very on his game. And I can understand being weighed down. I have great sympathy for Prince William right now. The question has come up, where is Kate? No one knows where Princess Kate is, and everybody is asking that question. The palace isn't giving an answer. The Spanish press stands behind the idea that she fell, or that she had to be put into a coma. Something went wrong after her operation. Now they're saying it may be 9 months before we will see Kate Middleton. Prince William went to a gala, and he was seen at a gala sitting next to a woman. And if you think about all of the criticism and gossip that surrounds him when he's sitting next to a woman, he's not with Kate. He's had pictures of him partying with women. It makes you think that the people around him and even himself, they're not thinking. He should have been sitting next to Tom Cruise, not this woman. But, Prince William tried to distance himself. Ahmed talks about that from racism within the firm. He has come out and said that the family wasn't racist. He came out and wanted something done about Lady Susan Hussey, but the woman that she was insulting, Miss Falana, didn't think that they had done enough. Okay, he says in terms of public opinions and optics, when he comes out and tries to be diverse and basically has efforts like he went to Turkey and Syria, that is a win-win for the next king. He's concerned about the way he looks. Let me read you this. This is Prince William, a private self, often struggles with the public mask, particularly when under duress. With the heir, it's the stark difference between William, Prince of Wales, and Willie, husband, brother, and friend, that place his divided nature in such high relief. Composed on the pitch, but unpredictable off, the prince has always had a wall between his observable life and his often very different private one. He also goes on to say that Prince William is really, really a nice guy. That he thinks that whatever his anger issues are, it's going to take deep psychoanalysis. He needs to be analyzed. He needs to deal with his issues, basically, because his anger, nobody knows where his anger is coming from. I think his anger comes from the fact that his mother was killed, and the way the palace handled the death of Diana has to affect any child. They weren't allowed to speak about Diana. People were making terrible comments about her death. It's reported that the Queen said, well, somebody must have fixed her brakes. They didn't care that Princess Diana had died. And this has affected William, and it has always affected Prince Harry. He talks about the ideal of
as you know,
his
unresolved.
relationship with Rose Hannaford,
But
and
your
how the
presence
palace
gives
just
an
basically
opportunity for
covered
those issues
that
to
up.
be placed in context, put front and center, and to be addressed.
He also talked about how all of the
But
attacks
Jamaica
against Harry and
is,
Meghan
as you
were
would
coming
see,
out of
a
the
country
institution.
that is very proud of our history,
He
very
says the
proud of
public-facing William
achieved.
appears level-headed and
we're
confident,
big on.
often to the point
And
of
we
stage.
intend
Okay,
to
we have seen
attain
that
in
he
short
has
order without
been
goals,
given a
and
jolt,
fulfill
which is, you know,
two
when my
ambitions.
mother was diagnosed with urinary tract cancer, and she did die from that.
Developed,
It
prosperous
is
country.
ground shaking, and the things that you have to deal with, and it is just, anyone who's ever had cancer in their family or knows someone who has suffered from it knows that it is life altering. And I couldn't catch my breath for a year or so after my mother died. It was just that difficult. So I understand why Prince William's public face isn't there right now. He says that William can be a very emotional character who is on occasion difficult to handle. Okay, so Prince William has not found his public face right now. Okay, he talks about how William felt that Harry's relationship with Meghan, that William thought Meghan was a living embodiment of an outsider. He believed Harry was swept up in her glamour and American way of life to the point that he was refusing to acknowledge the rules and risks of managing a relationship within the institutional apparatus. At the expense of the family image, it was felt that Harry was rushing into something that had serious blowback potential. This ideal of them being that royals or even the English have to be protected from the American way of life is not new. I have seen this with people that I have known who were British, that the people around them don't want them to be too close with Americans because they're afraid that they will be taken over by the American way of life and not be able to handle it. Remember the abdicated king, his father forbade him from ever going back to America because remember when he went to visit America, that it was thought that he was enjoying his life too much, or that he was having American sensibilities. And yes, at the time, being a divorced person was difficult, but the most important thing is that they didn't like their king having an American attitude. So this is what Harry has been faced with, and also the critics are saying that his life looks shallow to them. Harry is in full service mode, and he is one of the most kindest people that you can see his kindness even if you never meet him. So what Prince William is facing is the fact that he's not a hard Windsor. He isn't. He is a Spencer. And whatever he's going through, I don't agree with the way he treats Kate. I don't agree with the fact that he runs around with a lot of women. And right now, he's going through so much, he can't find his face footing. I would argue that they have tried to turn William into something he's not, because they fear kindness, and they fear that kindness is weakness. But kindness is not weakness. Kindness is a strength.